All right, great leaders, you're welcome once again. We will be summarizing, more like a summary of these markers of a thriving culture in any organization. It's important, and that also helps you to gauge and regulate where you are currently working, and also know whether it's you contributing to its thriving culture or whether you're contributing to its toxic culture. It's important. And because there are a lot of people who contribute to a toxic culture of an environment. So this culture is a human-centered operational system. So where you serve within the sphere, whether in a business organization, non-profit organization, religious organization, understand very well that you are contributing to its culture. You are contributing to its culture. So if you are providing more toxic culture within the organization, you're part of the problem. And if you are also providing more thriving culture within the organization, it means you're part of the solution. All right, so these are all intangible aspects that creates the temperature and the climate of our work environment. And those who work within this setting are the ones that engineer, galvanize, and navigate the system in such a way that everyone feels it. We may not see it, but we feel it. And so we started by highlighting the basic markers of a thriving organization, a thriving culture. We started with congruence. What we say is our vision aligned with how we operate and what we do. And then number two, we talked about consistency. Are we consistent in establishing our goals, vision and mission? Are we consistent? And then we talked about commitment. How are the people committed to the work, to establishing the mission, the vision of the organization? And so these three markers set the temperature of the organization. These three markers set the temperature of the organization. That is congruence, consistency, and commitment. They must flow from the top echelon of every organization. Whether we do it or not must be based on the standards they set, the standards that the leadership, the board, or the management set within the organization. So whether anybody follows it or not, whether it's congruence, whether it's consistency, whether it's commitment, this must come based on how the leaders of the organization, the operators of the organization, how they were able to set these things so that every other person can follow. And it's critical because these are markers that determine or set the temperature of the organization. Again, the last three, which are because the last three also set the climate of the organization. The last three set the climate of the organization, which are connection, collaboration, and creativity. They set the climate of the organization. When people are connected, when people collaborate, when people are creative, it creates a good working climate of the organization. It makes everyone want to flow along, and it makes everyone desire to make inputs to realize the goal of the organization. And these are very, very important. So they also come from those who are working within this setting. So it's important we understand that every one of us, we have a lot of duty, we have a role to play to ensure that we have a thriving organization by adding to making it creating its thriving culture. Because it's important. If you have an emotional challenge, you are having difficulty relating with people, you'll be providing a toxic culture within the setting, irrespective of the sphere where you work. If you're having difficulty, adapt to people, relate to people, you'll be having it very rough working with others in this setting. So you'll be adding to its toxic culture. But if you've been able to hone your leadership, grow yourself beyond the limits of self-exaggeration, you've been able to know your challenges and work on your ills and your tough moments and work on your weaknesses and grow your strengths, you'll be able to help, assist, and join in creating a very thriving organization and not a toxic one. So toxic culture is created by the people, as also thriving is created by the people. It's a human-centered operational system. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed or you've learned so much in this lesson on creating organizational culture. In the next video, we move further into other aspects of our study. Thank you, and never forget to like, never forget to comment, never forget to share. And if you have something more important to discuss with us further, you can reach out to me, and we can always study around it. It's important we all work together to create a thriving culture within our homes, within our environment, wherever we find ourselves. God bless you.